Alrighty, regarding Ultimate Freyna, all her components and essentially how you want to be farming. Now, the most tedious stuff, of course, for your enhanced cells and then the enhanced cell blueprint, you're going to have to slap on Enzo, go to Hagios, go to the little areas, go back and forth and try and get those vaults. I'll also leave a link down below of all the vault locations for each region. You can kind of check them out there. But you're going to need about 76 of those. And 538 compound coating material. These are things in Echo Swamp, the little resource boxes and munitions. Reverse charging coil and Fortress resource box munitions. Now regarding the enhanced cell, you do have 3 options here. Now pretty much based here if you need anything else additionally in here. So if we take a look at the Sterile Land one, the Abyssal Void fusion reactor. This Ultimate Freyna in here at 10%. Also, NG Activator at 6. You do have Python Blueprint at 32% as well. Then Wave of Light and then Kyle Enhanced Cells. I already finished my Python, but if you haven't finished your Python, you can get that Blueprint in here at 32% chance. There's no harm in having extra Energy Activators. And then you're looking for your prize, the Freyna Enhanced Cell Blueprint. So you got three decent chances for things inside of this one. Take a look at the Fortress one. Not really anything here that I would need, so I wouldn't be doing this one. And then the one at Echo Swamp, if you need Enduring Legacy still, you could do this one. They all include an Energy Activator. But you do have another one for 3 chances. Now going into that Stabilizer, you need the Hardener research material. Find these over in the Vespers area. Those are nanopolymers over in Agna Desert. Now for your polyatomic ion particles, it's going to run you 216 of them. You may have an excess amount if you're taking use of that Haley reactor week we had some time ago. But over in the Frozen Valley region of the fortress, your best mission will be your command relay barrier deactivation. Pretty quick clear. Keep clearing the boss. Now if you have an additional person with you can actually go up until the first elite spawns, restart it. Someone would be waiting there to restart it, and then keep doing it that way. In solo, it doesn't take long with Ultimate Bunny to just clear the whole thing. So I'd recommend you just clear the whole thing, because then it's up to 3 chances for the material to drop. Once you do that, we're on to the blueprint. This one is probably the hardest one, as you have to do bosses for it. They have Common Stunning Beauty at a 6% chance. If you still need Greg's Reverse Fate, if you're looking for Glay Enhanced Cells, the regular version, or if you even need an Energy Activator, if you have a couple of these excess, you may want to run these because you never know, you may pop that 6% chance. Now, also for Common Pyromaniac as well, not really too much goodies in here. Maybe if you still need your Enzo and you have a couple laying around, you can do these. But when we get over here, we have Swamp Walker. Now, we're getting Ultimate Freyna at 6%, so the chance hasn't increased. Enduring Legacy Blueprint here at 10%. Enzo Enhanced Cells, you have Kingsguard's Lance, and then VS at just regular. That really doesn't matter. So your best option will probably be your Swamp Walker if you can't get Deathstalker done. Now, assuming if you were to do this, the chance would maybe be higher than 6%. We don't have Deathstalker unlocked at the moment. I'm going to assume it's similar to Valby. Should be up to a 32% chance if you're doing that respective boss. Someone can confirm down below, or I'll leave you guys a pinned comment when we get to the boss, so do be on the lookout for that. It should be about a 32% chance if you do Deathstalker. It only makes sense. Now, going for a Spiral Catalyst, you need a Super Fluid, which you can find in the Sterile Land, and our Carbon Crystals over in Hagios. You can knock this one out while you're getting the highly concentrated energy residue in Hagios with Enzo, so do make sure you're doing them both if you need the Carbon Crystals. Now going over the Compound Carbon Activator, you have a couple options here in the White Knight Gulch. At the time of me recording this, guys, we do have the 400% infiltration operations in, so do keep it on the lookout, as here at the bottom here, will also be on Mystery's End on that 400%. I'll scale it in here. You'll see the skull here. That's signifying that. Now, what that essentially means is those missions will have a increased drop on these items. So at the end, there'll be 2 bosses. So instead of just a normal drop, you'll actually potentially get 2 drops and killing both of the bosses at the end. So do keep on the lookout for when Mystery's End is in rotation. Otherwise, you can just do regular Mystery's End currently, or the Bio Lab, really up to you, depending on what amorphous you may need. Now, going over the actual Catalyst blueprint, you have a couple options here as well. There's actually 2 sets here for Deathstalker, guys. There's the 127 variant and the 79 variant. Most people are probably going to do the Kingston Abyssal Void one, simply because you don't got to worry about doing any bosses or anything of that nature. Also, this is very enticing as you can get a crystallization catalyst, you have the Python polymer, and you have your Secret Garden blueprint. There's already 3 things there, in addition to the actual catalyst. So you have 4 things you could be hunting down, and hopefully you don't get shafted for the 6% Azemo code somehow. Next, you have Molten Fortress. You have the Afterglow here at 20%. Your Catalyst will be 10% and an Energy Activator at 6%. Maybe if you need Kyle's Stabilizer or Blue Beetle Blueprint, that may be appealing to you. You also have Devour here. Putting this one up a little higher, as if you have a pretty kitted Haley, you can go into Devour solo and just nuke him in 9 seconds and be done with it. 10% for your Catalyst. You have Afterglow blueprint in here. You also have the Albin Cavalry Gun, if you're looking to get that for your Ultimate Freyna bossing build. Also your Energy Activator at the top. And lastly, for your Ultimate Freyna code, you actually have some more options here. I like the variety here. If you do have some common Swamp Walker, you're actually getting Ultimate Freyna code at a 15% chance. But Executor, a Synthetic Fiber, as well as Energy Activator, in case you just have extra of these lying around. Now, compared here, right, if you can actually do the common Swamp Walker, it's a 15 chance. But doing Hard Dead Bride is a 6% chance for the Freyna code. But you do have the Executor Polymer at 32%, as well as the Enduring Legacy Synthetic at 32%. So it really depends on what you need. White Knight Gulch doing the Abyssal Void, that's at 6% once again. And then assuming the Deathstalker one would be at 32%. So most likely, if you have some Swamp Walker laying around on common, you'd be better off doing these at that 15% drop. That's your Ultimate Freyna fast track in the quickest way possible. And if you want her even faster, you know what to do. You can do a little swiping, support your favorite creator.
Don't forget to use our Nexon creator code, Slayer5492.
You don't use my code, use someone's code. Don't let Nexon just take your money like this. Give back to all the great creators of First Descendant so you can run around literally in fishnets. And also to note, going forward, they did mention in the patch notes, a lot of your spawns as well as the back attachments are now going back to be universal going forward, from what they said. And then they're also working on essentially rolling back the change from all the previous ones being locked and tied to a specific descendant. So do keep that in mind to actually get a bang for your buck now.